Yo, I heard from you in a minute. Come on, we family for life. Send me the details, and I'll be there. I'm on my way.
Tommy back.
Yeah, I am.
I've been around, now I'm back.
This is some real El Chapo looking shit right here. Time for a little lesson in flight. I got big news. About time. Never bet against me. Cause I'ma always win. I like the way you think.
Welcome back, Top Notch Gang, to another video. We have finally received a teaser for the final season of Power Book 4 Force, and we got a lot of new clues, details, and hints of everything that's going to take place when this season comes out this fall. And I want to talk about what we received, how I see things playing out from what we got so far, based off where we left off in the last season. D-Mac, of course, Jannard and Diamond trying to give him up to protect CBI, of course Miguel and Tommy, the war they're gonna have as Miguel then took Maria away from him, and also the phone call that Tommy made to Tariq. We know he's gonna be showing up. We already got the announcement that they're gonna do a new spinoff with them two being the main characters, so I think Tariq is gonna play a major role within the season. Let's go ahead and break down how everything is looking to play out in this last season of Power Book 4 Force. So as usual, you guys can leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and opinions, and also any other videos you want to see. Let me know your early depth predictions. Like, this season isn't coming out to the fall, so maybe September, October, so we still got a long way to go, but let me know your early depth predictions based off what we received. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So what I'm going to do for each section is split it apart in terms of threats and problems that Tommy has to solve, such as D-Mac, which we're going to do first, then the CBI, Diamond, Jannard problem, the Miguel problem, and throw in how Tariq could be involved in all of these, and based off the new teasers and new exclusive pictures, how things are looking to play out. So first off, like I said, D-Mac. So we know in this situation, Diamond was dating this girl and she had a son who was like getting bullied and shit like that. So Diamond was tutoring him, teaching him how to fight. I believe his name was Leon or something like that. And they had a circumstance where a kid was messing with him once again, and this time he decided to fight back, hit the nigga, and the nigga pulled out a gun and killed him. Come to find out, this person's name is Mad Dog, and Diamond wants revenge. He said he don't give a fuck who he is, that nigga has to die. But meanwhile, they're all in a coalition. All of the gangs in Chicago are currently under one umbrella. No violence against each other. We all get money, basically. Mad Dog is a nephew of one of the main members of the coalition, a guy named King Kilo. So Diamond decides that he can't retaliate. In the meanwhile, D-Mac, he just returned back to the city. His partner Marshall is explaining this to him why they can't get the revenge that they want, and D-Mac's like, fuck that, I want back in CBI. I'm gonna go do this for Diamond and Tommy, and they gotta let me back in. So he go ahead and smoke Mad Dog. He takes a picture of the shit and he goes and shows Diamond. Now word is getting around the city that it was D-Mac who did it, that he's a part of CBI, and King Kilo, he's currently in jail. He's getting out soon. He's pissed about this. He's ready for his group, I think they call it the RDRs. He's ready for them to retaliate. In the meanwhile though, Tommy doesn't even know D-Mac is back and that he did any of this. So Jannard and Diamond go behind his back and come up with a plan to not tell Tommy anything, to go to King Kilo and say, hey, we're gonna give up D-Mac to you, and then there won't be no more war between CBI and your people. Basically, we good. You get your kill back. After that situation, everything's fine, and they're gonna do this behind Tommy's back. And Tommy is not gonna let his nephew go out like that. So when this situation comes about, I believe believe he will do everything in his power to protect him, which once again will break up the coalition. Also, he will discover the truth about Diamond betraying him, trying to get his nephew killed. That'll cause friction between them, and then everything will start to fall apart from there. So that's one of the first threats Tommy will be facing coming season 3 of Power Book Force, and maybe the most important, because like I said, once again, D-Mac is his nephew. That's family, and also he called Tariq, and that's family as well. So that connection and that meeting is going to be amazing. Now, this situation with saving D-Mac from CBI is the reason I think Tommy is calling Tariq in the first place, because if you think about it, we can see from the teasers and trailers he's still working closely with CBI, that being Diamond and Jannard. But I think as the season goes on, all that it's gonna fall apart. Like I said, when he finds out they betrayed him, he's gonna need backup, someone in his corner, and I think that's why he makes the call to Tariq. Once again, he's family as well. Tariq says it in the phone call, so who better to call to help him than family? And that's why I also think Tommy, the actor that plays him, Joseph Sikora, told us this was his last season in Chicago, but power is far from over.
We saw that we were telling a complete story, and that this was the perfect opportunity to stay true to our artistic vision and make this the final chapter in Tommy's journey in Chicago. But don't worry, Tommy's journey is far from over with. We're just getting warmed up, and I can't wait to show you what we have planned next. Tune in, because ghosts never die and power never ends.
Him and Tariq are gonna come and cause hell, and I think D-Mac might be one of the characters that they bring with them into the new spinoff. Him, Tariq, Pope being Tommy's nephew, working together, it's just gonna be cool as hell to see. So I think that's why he calls them, because we know Diamond is pissed off that Tommy didn't kill Vic, and because of that, we can already see in the trailer that Diamond is drowning Vic. He's pissed off about it, and he also didn't let him know about D-Mac at the end of the last season because of this. We also get another scene where we can see Tommy pointing a gun at Vic and telling him, "I always win." Now this is important because Vic possibly finds a way to escape or gets help from someone, and they have to recapture him, or finally Tommy decides to take him out. Once again, CBI, all this is gonna fall apart because we also know Jannard and Shanti have been working behind the scenes endlessly to fucking make sure Tommy doesn't run shit. Like, they don't want him to win at all, which is crazy because he's putting them all in a better position. They just don't want him running shit. So they've been planting seeds, setting plans in motion. They're the ones who told Miguel that Tommy and Maria were together. Jannard has been constantly asking Diamond, do they really need Tommy? Can they X him out the picture? And I think when push comes to shove, when the truth comes out and King Kilo and the RDRs and everyone's trying to take out D-Mac and the coalition falls apart, Tommy is gonna go to Tariq and they're gonna raise hell. And I think a lot of deaths are gonna happen. I'm gonna make a whole death predictions video, but this is how I see them saving D-Mac. We could see him in one of the teaser trailers with a gun, so it looks like he's not going into hiding, he's not waiting in protection, and he's gonna be in the field as well. So this is something to look out for. D-Mac was the character I was most interested in, so as long as he's here for a majority of the season, I'm cool with that. The next threat is, of course, Miguel and the Insane Princess. Now, this backstory is long and deep as well. Miguel, he always didn't like Tommy. He been wanting to take him out, even proposed it to Diamond a few times. But shit got even worse when Merkovich and the Serbs decided to take out Miguel's grandma because he was beefing with them. So Miguel wanted to go and get revenge. Tommy used this as an opportunity to call the Serbs and help them escape, because the guy that's over all of them, Tommy wanted to get in good with him and take the Serbs' territory. So he let the Serbs escape on purpose so it could look like Miguel fucked up. And he also caught the snitch within Miguel's organization that was working with the Serbs and brought him to the Che nigga that's above all of them, once again to make Miguel look incompetent. Going into the season finale though, the Serbs, they was working with Claudia and also the Marquez cartel. So Tommy, knowing now at this point that Vic is a snitch, that he's wearing a wire, and that he has a bug in his house, sets up Claudia and the Serbs, telling Vic where a meetup is gonna be, knowing the police is listening. But when the police arrive there and take everyone down, it's of course, like I said, Claudia, the Serbs, and the Marquez cartel. So now with all of them out the way and out the picture, Tommy wants to step up and take not only the Serbs territory, but Miguel's as well, because he failed to get the job done. Now Che, he decided, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I will give you the Serbs territory, you rightly deserve that, but Miguel is gonna stay put. He's gonna stay where he at. So he makes them meet up and talk and say, hey, we're gonna squash all this beef. Y'all can have some friendly competition, because that makes all of us some more money, but it's not gonna be no more violence or threats against each other's life. Because early in the episode, Miguel did send his partner to take Tommy out, and Tommy of course got rid of that nigga. So they like, okay, no more threats on each other's lives. Now more problems come in at where Tommy has been dating Miguel's sister Maria over the course of the entire season without him knowing. Jannard and Shanti, we're gonna get into them next, they took a picture of this of Tommy with Maria and was waiting to send it to Miguel at the perfect time to spark back up the war and get them to take out each other. The picture in the last episode was sent to Miguel. Maria went missing. Her and Tommy was supposed to take a trip somewhere. I think it was like Barcelona or something. So he been looking for her the entire day and she just been missing. He finally gets a call from her phone. He picks it up. Turns out to be Miguel. He's talking his shit, basically saying he's never gonna see Maria again and that Tommy can't hurt him because Shay just told him, hey, no violence, friendly competition only, stay out each other's way. So now the insane princes are a threat because Tommy just nigga took his girlfriend basically, and him and Miguel have already been having beef and problems over the course of the entire season anyway. So that's only amplified because he's gonna be looking for her as well, and obviously they're gonna be continuously trying to take one another out. Now from the bits and pieces we do get in the exclusive trailers and teasers about this situation, we do know he's of course gonna get Maria back. We could see a scene of them meeting up. It looks like they're back in his house, so she is gonna escape. And we also do get a scene where she's picking up a gun, pointing at someone, possibly shooting. And if you look at the lighting, it's kind of darkish pink and purple, which is the same lighting it was in Miguel's spot in the last season. So maybe he isn't even hiding her that far, or he brings her back and Tommy finds her, whatever. But she does pick up a gun and point it at someone, so she eventually escapes in one way or another, and her and Tommy do link back up. We do see that Tommy and Miguel also have a meetup. Maybe this happens in another link up with Shay. They bring them the money, they get the product or something, or they're just meeting up to talk, whatever. So they're gonna have another face-to-face conversation in season 3. And we also get one last scene where we can see Miguel getting choked up. I think he's definitely high on the kill list, or the death list I should say. Whether it's Tommy or Maria that takes him out, it's definitely a possibility. I don't know how much involvement Tariq would necessarily have with this. I think he'll more so help with the CBI and DMAC problem, and this is Tommy's more so focused issue and beef on his own. So I do think he gets Maria back. Does she make it out the season and go into the new spinoff with them? I'm not sure about that, but at the very least for the moment he will rescue her. His beef with Miguel will be put to rest. I think he definitely ends up taking out Miguel before the end of the season. Overall though, that's it for this video. You can let me know your thoughts, opinions, predictions for the final season of book 4. Who you think actually makes it out, because we have to start thinking about who they would be bringing to a new spinoff. I think DMAC is probably the character I see most, and I really don't know who's second. I feel like everybody else is definitely liable to just get killed off, but I think Tariq definitely will have some sort of involvement. I feel like this season it has a chance to be one of the best, but also one of the worst, because they are already working on moving to another spinoff like I just said. So it's a lot they have to get done in this last season. We're gonna see how they do it. Once again, you guys could give me your full debt predictions, your early debt predictions, that is. This shit isn't coming to the fall. Let me know what you think. I'll probably make a video on that soon. And also for the Shy fans, I'm gonna be making a video on the Shy. I've been waiting for this season to get good. I guess it just won't be happening. So I'm gonna be making a video summarizing my thoughts of the Shy up to this point. So be on the lookout for that. As usual, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.